Good morning, everybody. This is an open collaboration, and it is hosted by Life with Patti, and it is called Tea Tuesday. What you do is you get a beverage of your choice, have a drink, dance, laugh, talk, do the twist, read, whatever you'd like to do, crochet, decoupage, whatever. But what I like to do is share recipes with you. Now, I went through some of my recipe books. I got this recipes. It's 125th anniversary of the Brent Hill United Methodist Church in New York. I have no idea where I got this. I might have ordered it offline, or I might have got it at an antique shop. But they've got some interesting recipes. I'm looking to see if there is a date in the book when it was written. It does not have anything. Interesting. Oh, maybe this page will have it. Doesn't really matter. Publishers. Oh, copyright in 2008. That's not that long ago. Well, maybe it is. How time flies. What I'd like to share with you is something my grandmother used to bake. And it's not quite like her recipe. And somewhere here, I had shared this recipe once before, but not this recipe, my grandmother's recipe. This is called salmon wiggle. How many ever had salmon wiggle? Oh, it tastes pretty darn good if you've never had it. I will take a picture of this and it will be in my description box. So if you like the recipe, hurry on over and look. It's 1 can of salmon, 3 tablespoons of butter or margarine, 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, a ½ teaspoon of seasoned salt, a ½ teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, an 1/8 teaspoon of pepper, 1½ cups of milk, 1 8½ ounce can of peas drained, hot buttered toast or cooked rice. What you do is you make the salmon wiggle up and you put over it. It says flake the salmon but don't drain. Melt the butter and blend in flour and seasoning. Gradually add milk and cook. Stirring constantly until thicken. Add salmon with its liquid and peas. Heat well and serve on toast or rice. And this recipe was by Dorothy Hughes. Now, what's interesting is my grandmother, I know, she never would have used seasoned salt because we didn't have that in the house. Worcestershire sauce, my grandmother did not use that. And that's probably the only 2 big things. But if I had to guess, I'm trying to remember, she would make it with just salmon, butter, flour, pepper, and milk. Maybe a little bit of peas, but not a whole lot. But that's salmon wiggle. So that will be in the description box. Now we have time for another one. Let me see here. And this is the front of the book. Let me see that caught my eye. How about, this looks interesting. How about Bryson's blueberry pudding cake? Yum. I'll tell you, there's nothing like homemade. I keep saying it. I'm using more box meals and desserts lately than I ever had. But I'm working my way back into doing everything from scratch again. This is Bryson's blueberry pudding cake. 2 cups of fresh or frozen blueberries, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of lemon juice, 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 3/4 cups of sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/2 cup of milk, 3 tablespoons of butter or margarine melted. Now for the topping, you're going to have 3/4 cups of sugar, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, and 1 cup of boiling water. Toss the blueberries with cinnamon, lemon juice. Place in a greased 8-inch square baking dish. I'm surprised. I always toss my blueberries in flour, but it doesn't say. But how many of you do? Let me know down in the comments. In a greased 8-inch square baking dish, in a bowl, combine the flour, sugar, baking powder, stir in the milk and butter. Spoon over the berries, combine the sugar and cornstarch, sprinkle over the batter. Slowly pour the hot water over all. Bake at 350 for 45 to 50 minutes or until the cake test done. Now that sounds pretty yummy too. Yeah, and that is by Kathy Bryson. So that will be in there. And we have one more. I'm just going to go and pick this page. Oh, salmon wiggle. We already know what that's going to be. It'd be easier if I put another marker there for me. Let's do one more. Oh, this is interesting. A Crock-Pot cider stew. 2 pounds of stew beef cut in 1-inch pieces. Now, if I was to make this, it sounds like a lot. I would probably half it, the recipe, but that's me. I'm reading what the book says. 2 pounds of stew beef cut in 1-inch pieces, 3 medium potatoes, 1-inch pieces, 1.5 cups of sliced carrots, 1.5 cups of sliced celery, 2 medium onions sliced, 1 bay leaf, 3 tablespoons of quick cooked tapioca, 2 cups of apple cider or juice, 2 tablespoons of vinegar, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of caraway, 1.5 teaspoons of crushed thyme, and 1.5 teaspoons of pepper. Brown stew beef in 2 tablespoons of cooking oil. Drain, set aside. Place the potatoes, carrots, celery, and onions in the crock pot. Sprinkle in the tapioca to sweeten, thicken the gravy. Stir in cider, vinegar, salt, pepper, bay leaf, and caraway. Finally, add brown stew beef on top or other ingredients. Cover and cook on low for 11 to 12 hours or high 5 to 6 hours. Remove the bay leaf and stir gently before serving. This is great for those who can't eat tomatoes. And Chetterton, I'll have this in the description box as well. Thank you for coming in for Tea Tuesday. And I forgot to tell you, I'm drinking cocoa. It was wicked, wicked hot. This is my new cup from Dollar Tree. Pretty hot. Look at Stink Bug behind me. Oh yeah, she's gonna lift her head up and see what's going on. She doesn't like to miss anything. Oh, this is so good. I love my cocoa and I love my hot tea and cold tea, but not sweet tea. Okay, everybody, have a great day. And here in Maine, it is 25 degrees. It's cloudy, and we got between 6 and 7 inches of snow last night. Have a great day. God bless. We'll see you on my next video. Bye now.